Hi, I'm Reagan.
And I'm Anika. And this is the 5th edition of TJE News.
Today, we will be talking to Mrs. McGrail and Mrs. New and some of their students.
After that, we will interview Miss Douglas, who has been at TJ the longest and is retiring after this year, and ask her what changes she's seen at our school over the years.
Next, we'll interview Mr. Theodore Judah. Theodore Judah is the famous civil engineer that our school is named after.
Finally, we have a new segment that we are really excited to show you. We call it The Beat. It's where we interview random kids at recess and ask them a fun question. This time, we ask them what superhero power they wish they could have and why. Now let's go to Jalen, who is interviewing 5th grade teachers, Miss McGrail and Miss New, and even some of the students that are in their class.
Hi, I'm Jalen from TJE News, and today I will be interviewing Miss McGrail and Miss New. So, why did you come to Theodore Judah?
I came because I was subbing here a couple years ago, and I loved it. Like the minute I came into the school, I just loved being here. I thought the people were great. People in the office, the women in the office ladies were awesome. They showed me around. So I've always, since I subbed here, I wanted to come here.
What about you, Miss New?
Well, I was looking for a job to get back to teaching to 5th grade, and this position came available, and I met with Mr. Johnson, and I had such a great experience and had such a good vibe, so I'm thankful to be here.
That's so cool. What are some of your favorite things to do?
Like outside of school?
Outside of school, yeah.
In the summer, I love to go paddleboarding and hiking, and then I also love doing photography.
I love to read all the time. I can read all day long. I love to camp, and I especially love spending time with my family.
That's so cool. What do you want your 5th graders to learn by the end of the year?
I think the most important thing is I want them to learn that if they work really, really hard at something, that they will get all the things they want in their lives. They just have to be willing to put in the work.
That's great.
I would like them to learn what they need to be prepared for 6th grade. I also want them to know how amazing they are.
That's so cool. Now we will be interviewing some 5th grade students. What are your names?
Sloan, Ellie, Cohen, Amir.
Those are some great names. Now, what do you want to learn by the end of the year?
How to read better, how to get better. I just want to get smarter. Science.
That's great. What are some things you like about your teacher?
She's thoughtful. She talks a lot. She has interesting sayings. She's very funny.
That's great. Now back to the studio.
Wow, they are such kind and caring people.
Yeah. Now on to Kaden, who is interviewing Miss Douglas, a teacher who has been teaching at Theodore Judah for over 20 years.
Hi, I'm Kaden from TJE News, and today I'm here with 3rd grade teacher Miss Douglas. Hi, Miss Douglas.
Hi, hello. Thank you for coming.
As I understand it, you have been teaching here on campus at Theodore Judah Elementary the longest.
I have.
When did you start teaching, and why did you choose TJE?
Hi. 26 years ago, Sharon Hahnemann hired me here to be a teacher in 1st grade. It was in 1999. I came from Bakersfield because my mother had been diagnosed with cancer, so I came to be near her. And today, she's actually a volunteer in my classroom.
That's nice. You must have seen a lot of changes since you arrived here. Please describe what Theodore Judah Elementary used to look like and what changes you have noticed to our campus since you've been here.
You are correct. There's been quite a few changes. The first is, when I first started, we only had about a little over 300 students. Now we have over 700. The 6th grade, it used to be a classroom here, and we also now have academy and transitional kindergarten, which we didn't have back then. There's been a lot of staff changes. I've worked with 7 principals. There's been a lot of building changes inside and out. We've had a lot of remodeling, and building structures have been added, as well as the playgrounds and structures where we have overhangs that are really really, 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 We have new computers, we have the Promethean board, we have student Chromebooks. None of that existed back when I started.
Can you tell us 3 of your favorite memories of TJE since you've been here?
Thank you. Yes, I definitely have some wonderful memories of Theodore Judah, but it was hard to narrow it down just to 3. For the first one would be that I was selected to be Teacher of the Year by Walmart. The second is I've loved every one of our Read Across America days, especially when we've had visiting authors come and share us their published books. And then lastly, the most important one, I guess, to me would be that I've had a lot of student invites. I've been invited to sports games, recitals, graduations, and even a wedding. That was really important to me.
Finally, as I understand it, this is your last year teaching before you retire after this year, right?
Yes.
What will you miss the most about teaching?
Thank you. I will miss teaching reading, but I've got to admit, what I'm really going to miss the most are my children, my students, the parents, the volunteers, the helpers, especially all my staff members. I've been really lucky to be supported by so many wonderful people. I would like to make a quote about Mrs. Young. She once said that Theodore Judah is Folsom's best kept secret, and I honestly believe that. I really do feel like that is our best weapon that we have here in Folsom, that we are amazing staff and amazing group of children students. Also, I would like to thank Dan Hernandez for years of supporting me with PG&E's help. I was able to get a lot of supplies from the classroom for that. Anyway, I thank you all for all your support, and I love you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you for all you've done to our school, Miss Douglas. Now back to the studio.
Wow, it's so cool to hear about how our school has changed.
It really is. It's sad to hear that Miss Douglas is retiring, though.
Yeah. Now let's go to Akila, who is interviewing Theodore Judah.
Hi, I'm Akila from TJE News, and I'm with, believe it or not, Theodore Judah. And I don't mean our school. I mean the person our school is named after. Wow, Mr. Judah, I thought you were dead.
The reports of my death are greatly exaggerated.
So can you tell us more about yourself and what you did to get the school named after you?
Well, I was born on March 4th in 1826 in New York. I'm approaching 199 years this year. I'm a trained civil engineer and focused on surveying and building railroads.
Wow.
I was hired to build the first railroad west of the mighty Mississippi River and traveled to Sacramento to do so for our gold fields. You see, there were many ships that could bring supplies to Sacramento, but not a way to get them to the gold miners in the foothills. So I helped build a railroad from Sacramento to Folsom where gold miners could get food and the supplies they needed to go get that gold up in the hills.
Wow, that's awesome. Can you tell us more?
I did the impossible. I scouted a path through the Sierra Mountains that everyone thought was much too tall and steep for any railroad. But I found a way I did. Only problem, some rich robber barons, the Big Four they called them, stole my plans and built a transcontinental railroad without me.
Wow, you sound very bitter about that situation.
I am, and you would be too, dagnabbit.
Well, I would be mad too. Thank you for taking your time to let me interview and for our audience. Now back to the studio.
I didn't know that he made railroads.
Neither did I. Speaking of railroads, I have a joke. How do you locate a stolen train?
I don't know.
You follow the tracks.
Oh, now I get it. Now Ramiro is going to interview some kids during their recess.
Hi, my name is Ramar and today I'm here with Nathan, Abhinav, Abhiroop, Anika, Sri Lakshmi.
Cool. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Flying, super speed, disappearing, running fast, freezing.
Cool. Can you please explain why?
Cause I want to be like Superman. Cause I want to go to India super fast. So I can disappear wherever I want. So I can run as fast as I can on doing PE. Because I want to make ice cream.
Thank you. And today I'm here with
Myra. Allie. Arohi.
Cool. Now, if you could have any superpower, what would you have and why?
I would do teleporting so I could see what other people were doing. I like invisibility because it's cool.
I would have water power so I could flood the whole school and I don't have to go to school.
Thank you. Back to the studio.
Those are some fun answers.
They really are funny. Well, that's it for this episode of TJE News.